Hello and welcome to this special episode of If Walls Can Talk here at BUILD24. I have the pleasure of being here with James Cheney of Acoustical Design Inc., or ADI. I'm Michael Levitt, Associate Editor of Walls and Ceilings. James, nice to see you again.
Yep, nice to see you as well.
Yeah. I know we saw each other at the Cisco Awards banquet last night, and
That's right.
Yeah, that was definitely a fun event to be at.
That's a great event to be
yeah.
at. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. It's nice to see so many people getting credit for the work that they do, the hard work that everybody does, and of course the manufacturers that support that.
Right. Yeah, I know. Yeah, they have plenty manufacturer awards, distributor awards, contractor awards. Basically, whatever part of the industry you're in, you're able to be recognized by that.
Absolutely. Yep. Yeah. It's a great organization.
So I know you're on our March cover. Pretty exciting.
Yeah.
What does it mean to be at BUILD24 this year, with being on the cover in that same month?
I would say it's very humbling. It's encouraging and rewarding to see that the work that everyone in my organization comes together as a team to complete. And for me, that cover and the ability to take on the legacy from the Kramer family on such a great company that's been successful since 1965 is, again, it's just very humbling. Yeah.
So I know you go to a good number of these trade shows. Is that for educational purposes or networking, or
Yeah.
I mean, what's sort of the purpose of that for you?
Well, I think you nailed it. I think both those are really important. I think that first and foremost is education. We want to understand what manufacturers are trying to tell us that the direction of the industry is going. That really helps us to speak to our clients and what their needs are, knowing what the tip of the arrow, what manufacturers are making, to try to support those designs. And in addition to that, for sure, getting the opportunity to meet people, network with them, let them know who we are, show them that we're the kind of company that will partner and help them execute a project from the very early stages of design and early budgeting to engineering, to BIM modeling, to early forecasting, labor forecast, cash flow forecast, all the way to actually getting on the job. Oftentimes the easy part is after you get on the job. If you have done the work ahead of time to make sure that when you step foot day one, that you're ready and that you have met the client's expectations.
So you're involved with all parts of the construction. I mean, you start even before the process begins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Being a very big, having the opportunity to have purchased Acoustical Design, a company that started back in '65, a company that is direct with Armstrong, really allows us as a mature company to be involved with projects very early. Our trade partners in the region rely on us to speak to pricing models that they in turn speak to their clients with, whether it's clients like Microsoft or Amazon or healthcare or life sciences. All of these very important projects require a lot of early budgeting as the design progresses. And we're really lucky to be a part of that and to be able to provide that service to our clients.
What's been the most impressive product that you've seen at this show so far?
There's so many outstanding products. For me, some of the best designs I've seen are coming out of great companies like Arctura, Turf, ACGI, Armstrong in general. These are really the leading manufacturer, the tip of the arrow. We're seeing fantastic designs coming out of companies like Castworks and Rulon and Ceilings Plus. All of these organizations really do push past the boundary of what's possible.
So after this show, when you get back to the office, what does the rest of the year look like for you?
We're going to be real busy. We had a technology pause, and we're starting to see those projects restart. We're very lucky that we get to jump right back in the driver's seat on some of these jobs and help see them to end. So the rest of this year, we're going to be at capacity, which is great because things did slow down a little bit. So we get to get our carpenters back in the field again, get them busy again, so they can take care of their families. At the height, ADI can go up to 80 carpenters in the field, and that's a lot of people and families that depend on us to drive specialty ceiling installations and walls, throughout the entire Seattle region.
So how long was the technology paused for?
I'm going to say on average about 12 months.
Wow.
I definitely think there was some uncertainty in the industry with inflation, and it's really important to watch the tech industry because they see things way ahead of us. So when you start to see them pull the brake on the projects and expansions that they're doing, then it definitely catches your eye. So to see them now want to finish those jobs, I think is very impressive. But I would also say that it's important to look at past the next 12 months and look at 24 months and look at 36 months. Yeah, I think it's great that these shovel-ready projects are back up and rolling, and that's fantastic. But the other thing you have to look at is how many dig permits are out there. And we're starting to see that slow down a little bit. Seattle, for a number of years, had the highest amount of cranes in the entire nation. And that's starting to ease a little bit. So we're definitely going to see a shift, I believe, in 24 to 36 months, where the tech industry, I think, is going to stabilize and continue to grow, but maybe at a more TI speed as opposed to, ground up buildings. Then you're going to start to see a shift over to healthcare, especially life sciences. There's a lot of incredible technology out there having to do with medical advances, genes, DNA, AI. All of that is really going to feed into healthcare, which is outstanding. There's a huge push right now to try to improve the human experience inside of a building, which is really where we spend most of our time as people come back to the office. So all the way from the environment that they are working in, to the glare coming in from outside, to the way the lighting works, and of course the way the acoustics are in the room. So we definitely see a shift to public works and healthcare and schools, obviously, and colleges.
Are there any new changes at your company since we last spoke? We did speak for your cover issue, obviously.
Yeah.
But yeah, since then, has anything new happened with your company?
Well, I work a lot more hours,
Okay.
but that's expected, and it's actually very rewarding. I think the big changes we're seeing is trying to harness new technology and figure out how we can use the new technology and the old technology combined to a successful end. And really, I've got a lot of old school carpenters and young apprentices, and depending on the job, sometimes you pull out state-of-the-art triangulating layout equipment, and sometimes you pull out the plumb bob. And so in that respect, it's a very exciting time to help bring the company into whatever the future has for us.
So once again, this has been a special episode of If Walls Could Talk. I'm Michael Levitt, Associate Editor of Walls and Ceilings. Thank you so much for being here, James.
Yeah.
Always a privilege to speak with you.
You as well.
And congrats again on your March cover issue.
Yeah, fantastic. Thank you, Michael.
Yeah, no problem.